If I could go back just once, I'd change three things. That's what she whispered. She was 84, eyes full of memories, hands full of time that had already passed. She wasn't crying, but there was something in her voice, like silence soaked in regret. And then she told me, these are the three things I wish someone had warned me about when I was younger. What she said that day might just change how you live today. The first regret? I thought I had more time. Let that sink in. Because we all do it. We delay the call to our parents, skip a visit to a friend, say, I'll do it later, and later never comes. She said, I kept waiting for the perfect time to travel, to dance, to forgive, to speak my truth. And then one day I looked up and realized the time had passed. Science backs this up. Most people in their 70s and 80s regret the things they didn't do, not the mistakes they made. The wedding they skipped, the dream they never chased, the conversation they avoided. They thought they had more time, and don't we all? But time doesn't announce when it's running out. It just fades. So if you're waiting for the perfect moment, this is it. Call them. Start that book. Say what's in your heart. Because no one at 80 says, I'm glad I waited. The second regret? I didn't hold on to the people who mattered. She had photos on the wall, friends, family, her late husband. But she told me most of them slipped away while she was busy with life. Not because we fought, she said, but because I thought they'd always be there. She kept meaning to call, to visit, to write. But life got busy, and slowly, those people became strangers. By the time she wanted to talk, some were too far, some had forgotten, some had already said goodbye forever. Loneliness in old age is real, and it rarely comes all at once. It creeps in through silence, missed calls, and canceled plans. And the worst part? I didn't realize how much I needed them until I couldn't reach them anymore. So if someone matters to you, don't just keep them in your heart, keep them in your life. Because memories don't hug back, people do. And the third regret? I was too afraid to be myself. She said, I spent years pleasing people who don't even remember me now. I didn't wear what I loved, didn't speak what I felt, didn't live the life I wanted. And now, she looks back at photos and wonders, who was that woman trying so hard to be someone she wasn't? She talked about how fear made her small. Fear of judgment, failure, fear of disappointing others. But at 80, none of that matters. The people who judged her, gone. The fears, all meaningless. The chances she didn't take, the only thing that stayed. She said, if you're trying to fit into a life that doesn't feel like yours, please stop, be real, be weird, be honest. You don't get a second chance to live your truth. Now here's what she didn't regret. She didn't regret loving deeply. She didn't regret forgiving people. She didn't regret laughing loudly in public. She didn't regret dancing barefoot in the rain at 70. She didn't regret the quiet mornings with tea and sunlight. She didn't regret hugging her grandchildren a little too tightly. So maybe the message is simple. Call someone you love, say what you need to say, do something silly today. Start that dream you've kept on the shelf. And most importantly, don't let fear be louder than your heart. Because 40 years from now, when someone asks you, what do you wish you'd done differently? I hope you smile and say, nothing. I lived fully. If this video touched your heart, share it with someone younger who still has time. Leave a comment. What's one thing you won't regret doing today? Subscribe to Quiet Wisdom for more truths from those who've lived the longest and know the most. Because wisdom isn't about age, it's about what we choose to do with the time we still have.